Hello. Hold on. I don't think you guys are seeing me. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. I'm on a different camera, so let's just do this camera. I'm gonna. We got two cameras, so hold on. How are you guys? I see you guys are here. Say hello. Let me know you're here. And I am going to switch the screen to this screen. Hello. And then we'll do it here. So we got the lighting all good. And then now I can talk. Hello. If you are here, say hello in the chat. I would love to see you, see all of the things. Let's see. I see the daughter of Athena and Apollo. Yes. Okay. Yes, we're here. We're going to talk about identity shifting. And when I say identity shifting, I mean, we're going to talk about some of the biggest challenges. And I'm talking about some of my clients that have been doing inner work for a long time. Those of you who have been a part of $10 million Me, my $10 million Me experience, let me know because I really, really want to know. So, yes, say hello. Those of you joining. Today has been such an amazing day. I am loving Aligned Soul TV. This is something that we are going to do every single week at 10 a.m. my time. 30 minutes. We're going to do a topic, go deep on it, and you're going to leave with some specific things you get to do. And at the minimum, you're going to leave hyped up, ready to go, ready to do the things you need to do. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's start talking about identity. So, if you haven't been a part of $10 million Me, um, you know what? I'll see if I can find the link. I'm going to give you the link to $10 million Me. If you haven't been a part of it, it's free. It was going to be a $2,000 program. And yes, let's see. She said $10 million Me, your support has already changed. Oh, hey, Carrie Ann. Hello. Yes. Okay. I love it. I love it. All right. So you guys already know you've been a part of it. It's super amazing. It is, it really gives you the steps to quantum leap. And I know a lot of people will say that you can't quantum leap or quantum leaps happen, like there's no way to figure out how to quantum leap and all of that stuff. But the truth is, when you decide you get to be your highest version of you and just start being that person now and start embodying that now, everything changes. Everything changes. Everything. Like Carrie Ann said, it's just so much support that's changed her life from that $10 million Me program. And there are a lot of truths in there that you remember and you come back to. And so what I'm going to do, Lauren, you know the link that has it goes straight to the buy, but also has that coupon so that they can still get it for free because it was $2,000 or so dollars. If you can find that link, let me know, Lauren, and then you can drop it there. So Carrie Ann says, yes, get on $10 million Me while it is still there. It's absolute gold. Christine Michelle's generosity is giving us an experience free, just mind blowing. Y'all, I love it. I love what I do. I'm sure you can hear it in the voice notes. Okay. So today I want to talk about something that I didn't talk about in $10 million Me, or if I did talk about it, I talked about it a little bit. And one of the biggest challenges to locking in and embodying the identity of your most expanded self is that there are going to be some things that you've got to let go of. Carrie Ann, we talked a little bit about some of them, right? We sort of talked a little bit about some things that you're going to have to let go of, things that you're just going to have to be like, oh, I just want to hold on to this. And you got to let go of it. I had a conversation with a friend of mine. She's a friend, and she has a multi 7-figure business. She is very successful. She knows what her audience loves, and she knows like what she wants to bring into this world. But she has this fire that's burning of something else that she wants to do. And we had a conversation, Yes, Lauren, I see your link. It worked. Yes, if you guys can see that link, it's the best link. And it's the link that actually takes you to so that you can get Lauren, it's do the one, don't do that link, do the one with the coupon attached. And if you do the one with the coupon attached, it's going to automatically take away the $2,222. Okay. So let me give you a little bit more. So she's got a multi seven figure business. She is just jamming. She's freaking amazing. She knows what she's doing. And so we were having some conversations and she was just like, I have no excitement about like creating this content. I just don't know. Like, she's like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to think. And there's something that whenever you don't know, whenever you think you don't know what to post or you don't know what to say or you just don't know, you actually do. It's because aren't doing what you really know you want to do because you're either scared, you're either nervous, it either requires you to go in a direction that's totally opposite of a direction that you normally take. You actually do know, but you're just afraid to take that step. So for her, it was leaving behind the things that had made her all the money, leaving behind what she actually knew worked because her desire and who she got to be and the energy of the next level, her, the person that's on stage, the person that's doing entertainment skits, the one that's talking and like motivating people and getting them out of their chairs to move their asses. That one wasn't talking about business stuff in that way anymore. Like they weren't talking about the nitty gritty and the different things. There's no more like Instagram. This is what you need to do to beat the algorithm. There's no more. This is what you need to make $10,000 this week. All of the things that sold very well, she was going to have to let go, and that scared her. That's why she wasn't feeling free. And so what we did was we decided, like I looked and I said, okay, what do you need to say? What do you need to stop saying? And what do you get to say now? And so when she let go of some of those topics and said, you know what? I'm not going to talk about that anymore. I'm going to talk about this. Guess what? Boom, 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 boom. Everything skyrocketed. Why? Because she had to let go of some things. So there's some things that you could be holding on to that's holding you into the old identity. I'll give you an example for me. I was tapping in, this is before I was tapping into $10 million me. This was just when I was tapping into, like, I had left corporate and I was, becoming the CEO of the transformational brand that I have now. And when anyone would say, hey, what do you do? My first answer was, I'm a 20-year corporate executive and da 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 da. That was the primary identity that I would bring out. And I would just, because I had been that for 20 years. I had been that for 20 years. And so what I needed to do was I needed to stop even answering that question that way. I had to formulate a different answer so that I didn't automatically go to what I had always been doing. I had to let that identity go. Now, I still talk about me being a 20-year corporate executive. I talk about my times with Coca-Cola. I talk about my times with Victoria's Secret. I talk about the 9-figure brands that I manage. I talk about the experiences that I have. I do. I didn't let that go. Like, that's going to always be part of me, but that is not the lead identity. That is not what I'm leading with. And I had to, for a while, let it go. I had to not even put it in my bio. Like I had to let that go so that I could expand into what I want, what I desired, who I was. And so when I think of $10 million me, there are some other changes. When I'm tapping into the identity of $10 million me, one of the biggest changes had to be like, I have this lower ticket membership that I absolutely love. I didn't want to let it go, but I need to make some changes to make it in alignment with allowing thousands of people in. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What would be fun? How can I use my voice in a different way? What kind of engagement would be there? And so I announced yesterday that we were changing and we were moving from a Facebook group and having that Facebook group to having the online portal. And then we're going to create a Telegram group, very similar to the Telegram group that we are doing in $10 Million Me, but without, like, there's not exact going to be a ton of coaching. There's going to be more ask me anything questions and questions that I'm going to come live and answer. And then there will be some riff requests that I'll do a riff request either a day, or I'll do a riff request every month. I mean, every week. That's what we're going to do. But it also gives me the freedom and flexibility to drop lines and drop knowledge and drop some audios and all of those things so that I can just feel the energy of the group the way I want to feel the energy of the group. Now, normally people would say, I think there's about 30 or 40 people that are a part of this membership. That's a big change. And some people could say, well, I don't want that. I don't want to be in Telegram, or I don't want this, right? That's going to be a big change. And so one of the things that I needed to do was to decide that I'm okay. Like that I'm okay. I make these changes. I'm $10 Million Me. If the people that may leave, it's opening a door for the thousands more that get to come. Are you feeling me? You're feeling me? And so what I want you to do to start to say, what am I not letting go of? Whether it's anger, whether it's need for vengeance, whether it's the need to hold on to, like justifiably so, just whatever happened to you. All of that is keeping you where you are. All of that is keeping you where you are. Okay. So let me look at some of the comments. Carrie Ann says, I just finished listening to that and I still have I have tears still streaming down my face from your divine guidance and just reached right through to my soul. You have a special gift. Oh my goodness, you're going to have me crying. Okay. Lauren says that was the only one I found with the coupon. Okay, so Lauren, I'll walk you through it. Guys, we have fun. When you go to the courses and then you see the coupons, if you click on coupons, you'll see the $1 Million Me coupon. Click on that, and then you just change the slash and put buy so that it goes to the buy page right before where the coupon code is. So it would be, whatever the blah, blah, blah is, slash whatever, buy, then slash the coupon code. It'll question mark coupon code, and then it'll just automatically take it off instead of having to. But it's in the emails too. So if you look at one of the emails and click on it, it takes you directly to already having the coupon code taken off. So anyway, all right. So what I want you to think of is, what are you holding on to? It could be an emotion, it could be a situation, it could be a person, it could be a program, it could be anything that isn't allowing you fully to embody your expanded identity. Like, there's so many things for $10 Million Me. When I was like, okay, $10 Million Me, if I'm going to have thousands of people in this container, and if this one's going to have 200 or so or 300 people, and then this other container is going to have 20 or 30 or 40 people, what am I like? Am I the person that can hold that space? Like, have I ever been in a space with someone who's holding space for, over 1,000 or 2,000 people? And can I just put myself in that situation and imagine like how it would feel, so that I can even expand my nervous system capacity to hold that space, and just, so it can just be fun and exciting. And I'm just really like adjusting to that. And so those are some of the things that you get to think of. And then you get to say, what do I get to let go of? Because when you are allowing yourself to quantum leap into some things, there are a lot of things that you get to let go of. Because there's this book, it's called 10X is easier than 2X. I think that's the name of it. And one of the biggest things he talks about is that for you to do linear jumps, it's you can keep the same, right? But it's harder, because linear jumps means that you're keeping the same people, you're doing the same things, you're keeping the same programs, you're just, taking these linear movements, right? So linear, right? So you're going up, but it's just in a slow pace. In order for you fully to allow yourself to lean into a quantum leap, you've got to be in the, what did I say? Unknown, unexpected, And you've also got to let go of, what did I say? Control, common sense, right? I'm not talking about common sense to keep you alive. I'm talking about the common sense of the common people that aren't trying to, 10x their business in 2 days, right? Common sense, control, common sense, and comfort. It's going to be very, very uncomfortable when you are moving fast and you're doing that. And in order to do that, also, there are things that you are doing that aren't going to be things that the 10x you, the $10 million you are doing, which means let's say if you have a program and then you're doing all of the emails, all of the things yourself. There are things that you are doing as the leader that you can give to someone else, or that you can just let go of not needing. Like, do I even need to do that? Right? There are going to be things that you're like, oh my God, I think I need this so much. It's got to look this way. Let me give you another example. When I decided that I was going, this is after bankruptcy. You remember, guys, I told you I had to file for bankruptcy. My business was like inching. It was, and now I've created over $500,000 in my business. And one of the biggest things that I had to let go of was I used to do all of my calls on Zoom. And when I did the one-to-one calls on Zoom, I recorded it. I used to send like summaries and like breakdowns of what we talked about. I mean, it was so much. And it was so much time. So it would take like 30 minutes after the call to do all the things and give them the replay. And it was so much. And so in my mind, I was like, I don't like one-to-one. One-to-one is this. And that wasn't it. I was utilizing my capacity in not a great way. And there was no way that I could bring on more clients, or even clients in a one-to-many capacity, because I was so exhausted from what I was doing. I was so exhausted, y'all. And so I decided, I said, well, what would give me more capacity? What do I love to do? Because you see, I talk, and when I'm doing it, I'm doing like when I'm on calls, and like I'm usually quiet, like my eyes are closed when I'm doing those responses on Telegram, because I'm really feeling the energy and I'm allowing my channel to be open and I'm allowing it to come through. And I was like, you know what? I want to just do phone calls. And so I changed all of my one-to-one clients. I was like, we're going to do phone calls. You're going to call me through either Facebook Messenger with the little phone, or we're going to do Telegram Messenger. We're going to do it through the phone. And that's it. Like, no more Zoom calls. And now I only do Zoom calls for I have the woo and the do session. It's like $555. I'll do like a session for that because I want to record it and I want them to run off and like use it again. But that's it. I do Zoom calls for the mastermind, Zoom calls for like any kind of group things, but that's it. And when I did that, do you know what happened? I got like several clients like immediately once I shifted, because I was able to expand my capacity and take away the things that I didn't need to be doing. And so I cut off 80% of what I didn't need to be doing. And that 20% that kept going, that was what got to let me like quickly rise. So I want you to take this, listen to this, and say, what do I get to let go of? What do I get to let go of that's holding me where I am? And it's challenging. It's challenging to let go of what you know works. Like I gave you an example of my friend, 7-figure business. She knows what makes her money. She knows if she drops something that says, oh, you're going to move from $10,000 months to $50,000 months, or this is how my client made this much money. She knows that that's what's going to sell so fast. But she also knows that that's not the direction that she's going in. She also knows that the more she goes into the direction that she really wants to go in, and the more she starts, speaking, the more she starts inspiring, the more she starts like talking about the different topics that she wants to talk about, that's going to double, triple, quadruple what was already working. So really look at, like, you've got the identity, your UBMM. And those of you who haven't watched, Lauren has the link so that you can sign up. When you can just really be complete with what is and say, I'm ready to tap into that next level. and you ask God, universe, sugar daddy, source. I love to say sugar daddy. So you say, sugar daddy, what is my next step? Asking this energy that is within you and it's all of you and like all around you, and just say, okay, what do I get to let go of here? I have a question that pops up on my phone like every hour, and it's like, what do I need to let go of, release, in order to allow myself to receive and whatever I'm asking for? Because the more you can release, you open up more and more space for you to just skyrocket. And yes, it may be hard. Sometimes it could be just releasing resistance to having a hard conversation, releasing resistance to like I said, getting rid of a program, or releasing resistance to trying to be something that you're not. Like, say, okay, I'm not this. This is not what I am. I'm going to release it. Okay, let's see. Carrie Ann says, in being in forgiveness of X, I get to let go of energetic ties. Yes, yes. I get to let go of the negative energies that I would also hold me back. Exactly. So play with that, because it could be, like I said, it could be energetic. It could be a person that you get to let go of. It could be a program. It could be a way of doing business. It could be something that is so successful and making you so much money. I had another client. She is now a former client. She's amazing. And she had a mastermind that was making, I mean, multiple six figures for her, but it was no longer exciting for her. And this is not a burn it down moment. It was because she knew she wanted to go all in on a different type of way of doing her business. And so she decided, she's like, you know what? I'm going to end it. And it was a mastermind where all of them people kept renewing. They wanted to be a part of it. They were paying thousands and thousands of dollars per month. And so she announced, and she was like, we are closing the doors to this mastermind as of this day, which means that instantly she would have multiple thousands of dollars per month gone. Guess what? She did it. She did it because she said, I know that there's something else beside this. It didn't make any sense, right? She went against common sense. It was very uncomfortable. She let it be uncomfortable, and she decided not to control what this got to look like. And what happened? She doubled her business that next month because she let that other thing go. It was a super bold move. I'll give you another story. I think I might have said this in $10 million Me. My other client, D, she had a business that was doing $2,000 a month. That's the one she really wanted to grow. She also had a consulting business and had this one client that was basically paying all of her bills and all of her family's bills. Like, that was her one client. But this client was difficult. This client was awful to work with. It was just a nightmare. And so I said, well, do you want to continue with this nightmare, or do you want to allow something better to flow in? And she was like, I'm going to do it. I just need to let them go. So she talked to them and she said, okay, I am no longer available for your next round. So you won't be able to renew with me. Here are some other options for you. And she like basically walked them off to another provider. And at least, I think it was 2 days later, she ended up signing another client who was bigger than that client, required half of the work, and were easy. This is what's possible. But she didn't do it so that she could get, she did it because she was like, I'm going to feel so much relief. I'm going to feel so much more happier. I'm going to feel so much amazing. And I know that I'm opening myself up for God, universe, source, sugar daddy to surprise and delight me. Okay. And so what I want you to do is really look, what are you allowing to stay? Like, what are some of the things that you get to let go of? What are some of the things that you know that your next level, your UBM, universe, blow your mind identity is not plain? Like, what things is she's not like saying, oh yeah, this is the way I act. This is the way I move. And whatever that is, let's let that go. Oh, hey. All right. Do you guys have any questions before we go? I would love to answer like any questions. Lauren, I am loving that they are allowing you to put links. How freaking amazing is that? Oh, while you guys are putting some questions down, let me tell you some exciting news. Not only have I opened up 3 one-to-one spaces, and I do not do one-to-one like a lot. So I've opened up some really cool one-to-one spaces, and I put a post in my Instagram. So if you haven't done my Instagram, we'll drop a link in the comments for the Instagram. But I these one-to-one spaces, they range from $888 and go up to $8,888. So they're 3 different lengths of time, but they all focus on you having the woo and the do for really locking in your $10 million me identity, whatever that is. So that means that not only energetically, I get to tell you the thing that's holding you back from being there, but also the do. Like, what is your offer suite like? And these are the changes. This is the gap that you need to order, like to put those 2 together, and then bam, you're off to the races. So I'm excited about this. This is going to be amazing. And then I'll give you guys a sneak peek later today. I just dropped that I am having, like, something is coming. Something is coming. I know it's going to be amazing. And for those of you who have been a part of the Aligned Soul world, you know what May is. May is Mo Money May. And so at the end of this month, we will be doing some kind of challenge, some kind of thing to really allow in mo money, mo money, mo money, to prepare you for magic money that starts in May, and to prepare you for whatever we're going to be doing in the Be Collective for as far as tapping into your most expanded like money situation. Okay. So if you are looking to double, triple, 10x what your financial situation is, stay tuned for my socials. You can do, I'm on Facebook. I'm going to send the email, and I'm going to put it on Instagram too, of this pre-sale for this. And it's, when I tell you it is a no-brainer, heck yes, like less than 3-figure, like it is, like, I don't even know the number, but I know it's less than $100 opportunity for you to be in my space. And we're going to have so much fun. And you're going to be able to create mo money, mo money, mo money. I might name it that. What y'all think? The mo money challenge? Maybe that is going to be. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Okay, I think, because do you guys remember, am I too old? You remember Living Color? Living Color, when they had the guys and they used to be like, mo money, mo money, mo money, with Damon Wayans and oh my God, the Wayans brothers. Do you guys remember that? Am I too old? Am I the only old person? Yes, no, okay, Carrie remembers. Thank you, thank you. Lauren, I don't know. Yes, in Living Color. Yes. Lauren, it might be too old for you. Like, I know you're almost 30. You're in you're 29, but you might have been too little to watch it. We don't want you to watch that when you were too little. So what there was these guys, and every time they were selling something, they'd be like, more money, more money, more money. And I'll show the gift when I when I post it. I'll put the gift with it. But this is what we're going to do. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it is going to be amazing. And like I said, less than $100. Like, you're going to be like, of course I'm in this. It's something everybody can do. And it doesn't matter where you are financially. We get to double, triple, quadruple, like get you in a space so that you are ready for magic money, which is where the feminine money and like all of that amazing stuff. That's what we're going to be doing in Quantum Queen. So, oh my God, I'm so excited. All right. So if you just started, hello, watch this from the beginning. We're talking about quantum leaps. We're talking about creating your most expanded identity and what you need to let go of to do that. I gave you so many examples of things that you get to do. And so your soul work, your homework, your assignment, your aligned soul move, the TAS move that you need to do, okay? The TAS move that you need to do is going to be looking at your life, saying, okay, this is my universe, blow my mind. This is what I'm quantum leaping into. This is who I'm choosing to be now. What are some of the things I get to let go of that have been comfortable, that have been, like common sense for me to continue? Like everyone else would be like, are you crazy to continue it? Like, what are the things that I am trying to control and keep the same that I need to let go of control? And when you can do that, I'm telling you, you're opening yourself up to really engage and integrate that new identity as who you are. Okay, let's see. Carrie Ann says, consider me already signed up. Yay! I'm excited. I'm really excited for what's coming up. Okay, if you need anything, I'm going to edit this really well so that we're going to put this on the podcast. Let's see. Carrie Ann says, the concept of letting go of common sense is, wait, hold on. Uh, my Here we go. The concept of letting go of common sense in the way you are defining it. Oh, okay. Do you want me to give you a little bit? Okay. So, for example, it was not common sense for my client to close her mastermind that was giving her multiple thousands of dollars every single month and was monthly recurring revenue because it was like guaranteed. Anyone in the world, the common people would be like, who are you? Are you crazy? You're throwing away thousands and thousands of dollars. And so when she's letting go of common sense, she's like, my heart is telling me to do this. I am going to do this. I am going to let go of what common people, normal people, not quantum leaping, would have said. Stay with what you don't want to do. Stay with what you're tolerating because it's making you money, right? So that's a common sense thing. Another common sense thing, when I stopped talking about, it was probably several months, I stopped talking about my previous experience because I knew that I was falling back on the corporate genius, the corporate person, the 20 years, and I was making that my primary thing. And so common folks would say, no, you've got to tell people what your previous experience is. You need to let them know that you're good enough. You need to prove to them you're worthy. You've got to tell them all of the millions of dollars you made other companies and all of the things. And I was like, no, I need to just focus on manifestation. I need to just focus on, focused on like being the person who's creating this transformational brand. I need to just focus on the woo and the do from the perspective of entrepreneurship and what I'm doing. And so for a while, I let that go and I let go of that piece of that identity, even though normal people would say, are you crazy? You need to prove to them. You have all this proof. You have all of this stuff that shows people that this is what you should do, right? So common sense. Another common sense, Danielle, my client D, when she was like, this client needs to go, even though it was the one client that was paying her bills. She was like, oh, but it's so painful and I'm not happy and I'm just unhappy in this. It did not make common sense to keep it. Common sense says keep that client, right? It did not make common sense to get rid of it. Common sense says keep them. They're paying the bills. We'll figure it out. Maybe they'll get nicer. Maybe they'll get better, right? So that's another thing, example of letting go of common sense. Oh, let me give you a physical one, like emotional one. Let's say I have a client who she had the worst breakup ever. They weren't married, but they were together 7 whole years. And when I gave her the assignment that I gave you, Carrie Ann, I told her to see him in his most expanded light. And she was like, I want to see him with his legs broke. And like, she was like, I want to see him groveling, never in love again. Like he left me. Like that's what she wanted. Common sense says it's okay. Like you are validated to dislike this man. He is not a good man. He is not a good person. Common sense says stay in, like you're validated and your want to punch his daylights out. You are validated. She was so validated. She was so validated. But I told her, I said, this is keeping you connected to him. This is keeping you there with him. This is also keeping you in the energy of anger and fight. Like that fight. It is keeping you here with the fight. You got to let it go, girl. And she was like, oh, not the legs broken. Yes. Yes, the legs broken. Y'all are laughing, but I'm serious. I said, I get it. And so she took just a little bit every single day to send him love and send him, like, see him living his freaking best life. And guess what? It wasn't much longer after that that she ended up finding her man, who is, we call him the man, who is her. I said he is universes. He's her universal sugar daddy, because everything she could ever want, he like hands it to her on a silver freaking platter. But she would not have been open, or even he couldn't even see her. She wouldn't even have seen this opportunity to find this amazing love of her life if she was still holding on to the fact that she wanted to break this man's legs. And she wanted to send the mafia after him. She was like, I hate him. She had to love and just release it and just forgive and just be like, okay, I want to see him happy because I know I get to be happy. And we both get to happily be not together. And now they are, both of them, happily not together. He's living his life out and proud in the way he wanted to live his life. And she is now several years into this amazing relationship. You see? And so, but that had to do with her not doing what common folk would do. Let's see. I love the idea of letting go of common sense in the way you're defining it. Yes, I love it. Don't think like the commoners. Instead, think of like the quantum leaping queen. Yes, be the quantum queen. I'm going to ponder how to apply that concept to my divorce situation as well. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right. You guys know I love what I'm doing. I could talk for several hours, but I know this was supposed to be 30 minutes. So if you have questions, if you need anything, of course, you know to find me on Instagram. Stay tuned for the drop that we're going to do later on today. I'm so excited about this experience that's going to be at the end of the month. And then let's see what else. Get into $1 Million Me. There's a couple more days. And then we're going to have a live Q&A next week. I have the date and time. I'm going to drop that in the Telegram for all of you in the Telegram. And then I'm going to send an email. Those of you who shared the pictures and shared the boomerangs, you will be the first people that get to ask questions. You get to be primary first on stage. And so I'm excited to work with all of you and call on you and let you just share from your heart. And then we get to like channel in the answers for you. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be next Wednesday, I believe at noon. Don't mark me to it. I'm going to put it in the group once I add it to the ad event calendar. If you have the ad event calendar for $10 Million Me, then it's going to automatically pop on your calendar. If you don't, then we will get you an email, and you'll get an email, and then you'll also get a message from me. I'm going to try to go into, if I don't get banned because I'm leaving so many messages, I'll try to personally tell you the time and place for the Ask Me Anything. Okay, I think that's it. All right. I love all of you. Definitely watch the replay, watch this over again. Really think about what you get to let go of, what you're holding on to, what is keeping you away from 10Xing and keeping you into this little like incremental raise, these incremental expansions, and then let that shit go. All right. Hugs and kisses. Bye.